everyone, Abby here with ScrappinAbby, and I have another kind of collective haul video for you ladies today. And I am back at my in-laws house. This is kind of the second home for me while I'm here in Oregon, and I just came back. So Emily was having some friends of hers come over and see the baby. Trey was off doing some stuff, so I thought I would go ahead and kind of take a break, let her have her house back to herself a little bit, and then ran some errands, and then came back here for a few things. So I wanted to get this stuff filmed so I could get it packed. And I'm gonna have to admit to you ladies that Abby did it again. Yes, when I came back from, or excuse me, back up. When I came to Oregon in March of this year for the baby shower, and I will put a card and link the video below, or the playlist below, for all the things that I made for that baby shower for my grandson. And I went shopping, and I didn't realize how much shopping I did, because I came with a full full-on suitcase, checked it, and then I came on with my carry-on, and then I have my purse is really like a big, almost like, it's not a duffel bag, it's like a purse, but it's like huge. So I use that for my purse. And so I had to mail back 3 boxes to myself so I could get all my goodies that I bought back home. So I've kind of run into that problem again, and I think I'm going to have 2 boxes, but I bought 3 back from the post office just in case. So, and in my, just to kind of explain, not everything was crafty. I have something pretty exciting. My husband won, let me pull this up so you can look at me as I'm talking to you for a second. I'm so sorry, ladies. Oh, see if I can get it to move. I was shaking it too much. Ooh. There we go. Okay. So I'm not used to being in front of the camera, as you ladies know. So if I'm looking in the wrong place, I apologize. My husband, okay, let me back up. So the day that we found out Kyron was born, which was Tuesday, April 25th, I was set to fly out here to Oregon on the 27th. I thought that I had, I gave myself about a week buffer for, in case, you know, he came early or whatever. Her due date was May 3rd. Well, her water broke on Tuesday, and I already did a whole video about all that. So the water broke, and I'm sitting in my craft room working on stuff, and I'm starting to cry, and I'm in a panic a little bit because I wanted to be there, because they asked me to be in the room when he was born. And you know, it's just, it was a mix of emotions of excitement and just like, oh darn, I want to be there kind of a thing. And not even an hour after we got the text, actually the Skype call from Trey, they Skyped from the hospital room, and he had just been born. I don't think he was even 20 minutes old. And even though there was family out there in the waiting room waiting for them to come see the baby, they Skyped with us first, because Trey said it was really important to him that he let his mom see the baby before I started seeing pictures on social media and things like that. So we really appreciated that time. You know, it was about 5 minutes. We don't want to take up too much of their time. Didn't know he was going to do it. He did it all on his own. And so we had a little bit of a conversation. So after that happened, which we knew he was here, and we're all very happy. You know, yes, I was bummed because I couldn't be there, but you know what? It's not about me being there. It's about Kyron being delivered healthy, no complications, and Emily doing well as well. So probably about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, because I started packing, because after I got off the phone with them, I'd already got my flight arranged to get bumped up to the next day. So I was packing so I could leave super early the next morning. And my husband gets, he was sitting in the living room with my daughter, and he goes, oh my gosh, I won. And I said, won what? Well, there had been this thing going on with his work, and if a certain group of people, you know, met a certain level or whatever at the company, which Steve exceeded, and I mean, he way exceeded, they were going to be put into this pool for this really big, cool prize type of thing. And what it is, it's 5 night, 6 day stay in Cancun, completely free to us. So my husband won, and yay, so I'm going to Cancun. I'm so excited. So we found that out like right after we heard, you know, the first water broke, then he was born, we got to see him, and then my husband finds out that he won this trip, on top of the fact that he has also won a pretty prestigious award with his company. And they're going to be having, the first night we get to Cancun, they're going to be having kind of like an award reception type of a thing, where he'll be presented with his award, which of course I will share with you ladies in a future video. And then the rest of the time we're there, it's all our own time. And my husband, you know, because I was here and he was in Florida, you know, we were kind of trying to figure out what different excursions and things we wanted to do while we were there and things like that. There's some things I can't do because of my facial pain. We really wanted to do the scuba diving where you go, not scuba diving, but it's where you go with the snorkeling, where you can go down into the underwater caves. I can't do that because I can't have things on my face like that, plus the pressure. We wanted to do, or I wanted to do the zip lining, but I can't put the helmet on my head. So my husband will probably do those things. I'm trying to encourage him to, because I want him to enjoy that time as well. But we signed up for some really fun things. So I'll probably do like a little bit of some vloggy bits while we're there. Just so I can kind of share that with you ladies if you're interested in seeing that. And I will announce when we're doing that trip when we get back, just for, you know, I don't want to announce to the entire world when we're not going to be around. Of course, we're having somebody stay at our house, so somebody's going to be there. Not Kaylee, she'll be here with her father for summer break, but it's this summer when we're going. So the house won't be left unattended. I just trying to be safe, whatever. Anyway, so some of the clothing some of the items I bought are clothing that I purchased here, mostly because there's no sales tax in Oregon, and I found some really cute clothes. I fit into something at American Eagle. I was so shocked because, you know, I've kind of packed on a little bit since my brain surgery and stuff, especially since I've not been working. And but I fit into a top, by golly, and it's really cute too. And I found some, you know, just kind of cute, you know, tank toppy type of things, summer kind of things, whatever to wear. And then we'll do a little bit more shopping whenever I get back to Florida, my husband and I. So really excited. My daughter can't go because you have to be 18 or over, because it is a work kind of a thing. But I mean, work's paying for it, so I'm trying to say. So it worked out that she was going to be here visiting her dad anyway. But, you know, of course, the first thing was like, can she come with us? But, you know, she won't be 18 until September, so about 4 months or so. So that is kind of mostly what my stuff is, or clothes that I need to mail home to myself, because I don't want my suitcase to be over 50 pounds, because I won't have to pay for any more than that. I just want to pay the 25 to get it back home. So I'm going to have to kind of juggle around a little bit to figure out what I can bring with me, because some of the more fragile things I probably want to have on my person, on my carry-on, just to make sure they don't get broken stuff, but we'll see. So now that I've talked to you for, oh my gosh, almost 8 minutes kind of rambling, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camera back down. So pardon me if you're getting kind of jiggled and wiggled around a little bit. Sorry about that. Just want to kind of point this back down to the table so you can see the goods. I got to get my viewfinder up so I can make sure I'm staying in frame. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is going to be kind of a combination of Walgreens. I know it sounds weird, but I'll share with you why. And then Goodwill, Walmart, and then I went to a antique store here, and it's, oh my gosh, there's this whole town that I'm in, there are just tons of them, so it's been very difficult for me to stay out of them. But I did go to one to kind of get the bug out of me, and then I didn't go back again. So even though I passed it on the way here, I want to, but I won't. I'll behave myself. Okay, let's go and do the Walmart one since it's sitting right here. So this isn't very much. I think I did another, yeah, I did a Walmart video, I think, earlier. I uploaded ready for you. I have not uploaded and edited my, edited and uploaded, reverse that, my Dollar Tree haul here. I need to get that done too. I have some photos to put in that, so I had to wait till I had my, I had all my cables together, because I'm kind of in between two houses right now. So this is just super tiny, nothing big. Every time I go to Walmart, because it's just down the road from the kids' house, can you get groceries or whatever they might need, I always check out the remnant section. So I found this, and this was only $1.25, and I'm trying to see, yeah, it doesn't say on it what it is, but there's information on it if you want to look at that. And it's this really kind of pretty, almost kind of like a creme brulee almost color, kind of a satin fabric. This will be great to use in junk journals, fabric books, making handmade flowers, on canvases, just creative packaging, which I absolutely love. I go banana nut cakes over that. All kinds of crafting purposes. So I wanted to have that. This one is something I was really thinking more towards the fall kind of projects. This was only 46 cents, and it is also kind of a satiny type of material. I don't know exactly what it's called. As I've told you ladies before, I'm not like a seamstress or anything, or a clothing designer or whatever, so I don't know a lot of the proper names for some of the fabrics, but I try. But there's this one, and I thought this would be great to use for maybe some flower making. I can make some of the melted the melted flower, fabric flowers, use it for different, just general fall decor. and I thought this was really pretty, you know, like Thanksgiving and things like that. So even though it's just beginning to be summer, I still like to, or almost summer, I still like to always look for different craft items for upcoming, you know, holidays or events or things like that, because then it just doesn't seem like you have to go run out and get as much stuff. You can kind of slowly add things to your stash. So this was $2.49, and this is Paris Spring is what this says. This is normally $5 a yard, it looks like. And let's see here, I'll go ahead and I want to open this one up because I want to check it out. But I don't think I thought I saw this one before at Walmart on the bolt, but I can't remember for sure. But I thought this was really pretty. And it's quite possible when I get home that I've already hauled this remnant. I don't know. Which is, I know, crazy. Crazy, crazy. But, you know, I don't think you can ever have too much fabric, because you can always use it for all kinds of projects, especially, you know, fabric books, tags. You can use it to put on cards. You can use it for packaging, all kinds of fun things. You know, you don't have to just be like a seamstress or, you know, somebody who makes clothes, or, you know, I guess it's a seamstress. My word. Anyway, I haven't had a whole lot of sleep. I've been helping out with little baby Kyron and stuff, so, which is my pleasure. That's why I'm here. So that's it for Walmart for now. So this is what I got at Walgreens, because my pharmacy's Walgreens, and so I had to go in and get my prescriptions refilled while I'm here in Oregon. So I was waiting for that. I was walking around. This is completely not crafting related, but since you can kind of see my hair sometimes when I do face videos and such, I have had some ladies quite a while when I posted some stuff on my Instagram about how I twist my hair, and they were kind of curious as to what it was I used. So I posted some photos, and I had some other people quite a while ago actually ask me if I could kind of share with them what it was I used. So I'm completely doing this so late. I mean, they may not even remember to come back and check now. I feel bad about that, but I don't think of hair stuff when I'm in my craft room when I'm filming, but it's on the table. So get to this. So this is the Shea Moisture. It's the Coconut Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothing. This is what I use on my hair when I want to twist my hair. And when it looks like this, I've twisted it, meaning I literally washed my hair with the other products, which I have at the other house, and I, you know, put all the different products, the same product line as this, and I'm literally putting this on with some of the spray stuff, and I'm just twisting like this. You can do a 2-strand twist, or you can do a 3-strand, or you can even go up to 4 if you want. There's so many different types of different hair, you know, for African American hairstyles. I mean, you have to be African American or black to do this, but we mostly do it with our hair because our hair is so, you know, kind of kinky, puffy type of thing, and it makes my hair not as frizzy. Now this is going on day 3. And I've been flipping it up and stuff on my head when I'm helping with Kyron and stuff. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that. So I use from the same line, I use the shampoo, the conditioner, the spray and stuff. And then there's a kind of a hair cream something. So anyway, just wanted to point that out while I had those out with me. So let's go and do Goodwill. Yeah, let's do that. So I found this cup, and I haven't taken the price off. It was $1.99. This was on one of the end caps. I have to say, something I really like about what Goodwill does, no matter where I'm at, whether I be in, you know, Albany, Oregon, or Springfield, Oregon, or Florida, or wherever, they always on their end caps will kind of collect things like items, like all the pinky stuff, all the purpley, or like if it's a holiday coming up, they have like a bunch of Mother's Day type of things on the end cap, or all the Christmas, that kind of a thing. So comment below and let me know if your Goodwills also do that, because I've noticed it in Florida, at least the ones I've been to in Florida so far, and the ones here in Oregon. And I love it when they do that, because I don't feel like I have to go hunting and searching for specific colors or things I'm looking for. So this was on one of those end caps. I just want to get the label off. And this is so pretty. I like it. Now, I'm not a real big fan of like collecting like fruit, you know, glassware or whatever. I mean, I don't dislike it. I just, you know, typically, I don't know. But this is very pretty to me. Not because it's just the purple, but I think it's just a really pretty image on there. I think this would be, I shared it in another video I did for one of my book hauls, I think it was, and it had like raspberries. It was like a biology type of a book or whatever, and it, not biology, it was I can't remember what it's for, some kind of an egg book or something, and it had just like, you know, a photo of like raspberries, I think it was, or something, and I just think that's so pretty. And it's purple, yes, of course. I'm not going to use this at all. This is what it says on the bottom. Oh, it says Vietta's Arts, Roseburg, Oregon. So that's not too far from me, maybe about an hour and a half from where I'm at right now. That's what it says on the bottom. So that's really cool. So I got that, and then here's that there, really pretty. So this is more decorative for me than anything. I'll probably just set my hutch with my other glassware that I have, right? My teacups and things like that. So I found a pretty good selection of, you know, some fabric remnants and stuff. The best Goodwill of all for me as far as haul wise and everything is the one that I did in Florida, which I think I've already shared on my channel before. That was the best, and I'm so excited to go back home, when I go back home, to go check it out again. So I'm not excited to go home. I shouldn't say that. Yes, I miss my daughter, my husband tremendously, and little Bella. Yes, yes, I do. But it's, you know, it can be sad for me because I'm leaving my little Kyron here. So anyway, they had this on one of the end caps. This was $1.99, and it was these two balls in this bag. And I almost didn't grab it because I thought, what is it? I couldn't really tell. And then I picked it up because sometimes I'll grab things, just put it in my cart because I don't want somebody else to take it, which sounds probably crazy, but I'm sure a lot of you ladies do the same because it's like one of a kind, unless it's like a set or something, like plates or whatever. And so I wanted to grab it, and then I kind of think about it before I go check out. And I'm glad I tossed it in the cart because this is so cool. So I don't know what this was originally because, I mean, I know it's fabric strips. I mean, I know that. But somebody has taken, this is all one big, it's all one long strip. Same with this one here. Somebody has taken the time at some point, whether it was done by sewing machine or whatever, and you can see right here, they have sewn these strips from end to end to end. Now why or what purpose, I do not know, but I think it's awesome. Look how distressed that is, how shabby. You can make this like a shabby chic. You can turn it into kind of the Tim Holtz grungy stuff that me and my girl, hey Michelle, that we like. We're both Timmy girls, and you know, you could make this for any type of you know, style or whatever of crafting you like, and use it on so many things. And I'm so excited because I have a ton of different ideas already on just showing you how I'm going to incorporate this in my crafting. But I'm not sure why they would make it all into one long strip. So if anybody watching, if you have any guesses or what you think the purpose might be, I don't know why they would have it all in one long ball like this, unless I don't know. Because like I said, I don't do sewing or anything. So, but I'm really excited to have it, and I can cut off the individual strips. I can make it longer if I want. So pretty cool, I think. I did want to note on this one though, that this one, it seems like the strips are like it's knotted on the end, and then it's a little bit, this particular ball here, it's not as wide of a strips, but it's still the strips. And so I'm just really curious because, you know, this is like a total, you know, crafter's dream to find this for $2. I think that's a great deal for all that fabric, and it has the salvage edge on some of it too, which is great. So this is something I found for $1.99. Are we surprised? No, because it's purple. So this is just some purple fabric, nothing too special about it, just a nice cotton fabric. It's more lilac, I should say, or lavender. It's not really like a, you know, deep purple or anything, but I always have that because I'm a purple girl, as you all know. This one here, this one I paid 99 cents. This is more of kind of that, I know it's a cotton, I know it's not canvas, but it feels like thicker like that. And I love having this because I use this for some of my fabric tags, or when I'm constructing my different fabric books and things like that, and I run it through my Vagabond. I mean, any of the fabrics I can run through that Vagabond. Those dies are still edge ruled, so I can, you know, cut pretty much anything I want to run through there. That machine, I absolutely love it. I still can't find my cutting plates. They're in the garage from when we moved last year. Almost a year we've been in Florida. June 6th will be a year for me because I flew out. My husband and the in-laws showed up about a week later, but 4 or 5 days later. Anyway, back to this. Sorry, I'm kind of scattered, I guess. But I love it because it's got the salvage edge on there, which I love. So always happy to find these kinds of things because they're great to put into my fabric stash, because these are kind of like one of my staples for when I'm doing fabric stuff. This was in the ribbon section. I grabbed this, the crafting section. A lot of it was stuff I wouldn't use. They had a lot of really great crafting items and stuff, but you know, they weren't really anything that I thought I would need to pay to ship back home type of a thing. But I did grab this because this looks to me, probably because it's kind of maybe like old or whatever, but I like this kind of almost vintage Americana type of 4th of July patriotic kind of a vibe. There is a pack from Tim Holtz. It's a whole paper pad. You can get 12 by 12 or 6 by 6. It's nothing but each season of the year, or in like holidays and whatnot. So like Easter, and they have like Christmas and 4th of July and things like that. So some of the 4th of July papers that I've been saving back will match this kind of a style. You'll see what I mean when I get to my 4th of July type of crafting project. But this was 99 cents. It's a brand new spool. I don't know how much is on here. Oh, 12 feet it says. So anyway, got that. Thought that was a pretty good find. And this I found, this is for a specific thing I'm working on. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yes, it's after Easter, but that doesn't matter to crafters. This was only $1.99 because we can alter things like we want to do. So pretty cool. It's got wire and then there's wood on the top. So keep your eyes peeled for that project on that one. Embroidery hoops. I know that these things like all the rage lately, and they've obviously been out for like, I don't know, over 100 years, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know. I just made that up. I have no idea when these like first were a thing. I don't know. But I know that they're like very old, and meaning in the sense that it's not a new craft. So I've altered an embroidery hoop, and it was for a design team project. I think it was for Lenny Bloom's, or was it May Arts? I'm trying to remember which one. But I don't think I have the photo on my laptop. I think it's on my passport back home that I left, because I have a couple of them. So I will make a point to look for that photo, because I don't have it anymore because I gave it to one of my friends for a birthday present. But I had one that was like, you know, like a bit smaller than this one. And so I've kind of been collecting these for, I don't know, probably a good 4 years, I'd say. Probably maybe 3.5, 4 years. And I have some that were for my mom and for my grandma, that from her stash of stuff. And then this one I found, it was only $1.99 for this big one, and it's like old wood, you can tell. And then I find them like at yard sales and Goodwill, things like that. So I just like to have them for different crafting projects and things like that. So I'm kind of excited to alter another one, because it's been, like I said, let's see, yeah, it was before I had my brain surgery, and that's been just over 2 years. So I'd say it's probably closer to 3.5 years. I think it was right around then, because it was before I got my trigeminal neuralgia. Isn't that crazy? Whenever you have something in your life, I mean, a huge life event, I find myself saying pre-TN, which is trigeminal neuralgia, or post. Like I gauge everything like that. I don't know why, but I don't know, I just do. So this one was a really cool find. I was so happy to see this. So you know those big blue carts that they roll out when they're kind of putting things on all the different shelves or whatever, and they kind of wheel them around the store? Well, this lady walked by me, and I was in the fabric area getting this stuff, and I saw this in there, and I go, excuse me, I said, is it okay if I kind of grab that lace out of it? And she goes, oh yeah, help yourself. So this was $10 a yard at Walmart. You can see originally it says $10 right there for the yard, and then I paid $1.99 for all of this. Now I haven't taken it off here to see how much is on there left, but seriously, that is a lot of lace, and I was very happy to find this, because I'm sure, because there were other ladies digging around the crafty or the fabricy stuff like I was, and I was happy to find this, because in my Goodwill haul from the one in Florida, I found out I hold like a lot of different lace curtains and doily type things. The ones here at the Goodwill for this particular purchase, they were like asking like crazy high prices. I'm like, there is no way that I'm gonna pay like, you know, $8 for like one lacy window panel, which wasn't longer. I would say it wasn't, I don't think it was more than 2 feet long. I was like, no way, I'm not paying $8 for that. I could probably go to Walmart and get a whole set for not much more than that. So I couldn't quite figure out why the pricing on some of their things were a little bit high, but then on some things they were like super low. I mean, the way that pricing of everything else, this probably could have been $5 is what I was expecting, maybe even closer to 10, but just kind of, you know, averaging out how they price stuff. But anyway, I was happy to find it. So I don't mean to complain about the pricing. I really don't. It was just kind of funny that to see the difference, that it was so much less in Florida with sales tax than it is here in Oregon, at least this particular Goodwill. So you know, who knows. Oh, I did dig around in the crafting section when I found that Americana, or whatever you want, patriotic ribbon, I'll call it. This is from Studio Calico, and I love them. I have a lot of their different products for most of my scrapbooking type stuff. This is one of their Mr. Huey's color mists. Now, that is a complete line with Studio Calico. It's much like the different sprays, like, you know, from Lindy Stamp Gang, Tattered Angel sprays. That's what they mean by that when they call it the Mr. Huey's Color Mist. It's little bottles of different sprays. And then they created some masks, a whole line, the Huey mask, to go along with those different sprays. Of course, you can use these with anything you want or any kind of spray. It's just kind of their collective cohesive kit. So I got this for 99 cents. I'm trying to see where this was at originally, or let's see, it looks probably came from like Tuesday Morning, I'm guessing, maybe, or TJ Maxx or something. I don't know, I can't tell from the label because I wanted to kind of see how much they had on it at the store. So I was really happy to have this. I have quite a pretty good collection of stencils because I use them in my crafting and stuff, and I was happy to add this one. So this was, it says normally $3.99 for $1.99, and how much did I say I paid for this? Did I say I paid 99 cents? I think I did. Yeah, I paid 99 cents for this, and originally it was $4, and then at the store it was reselling it, it was $2, and I got it for 99 cents. So this is a really cool stencil. You're probably like, show it to us, Abby. Seriously. So here's the stencil. It's just a series of dots, but this is awesome. This creates such cool visual interest and texture on all of your kinds of projects, whether it be fabric, canvas, cards, tags, whatever. And there it is on the back, so you can kind of see it better. So excited to play with that when I get back to my craft room. So this is some more fabric. I unfolded this because I wanted to look at it. This was $4.99 for all of this, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to pay $5 for just this little bit, maybe because it's purple. And I love purple so much, I decided to go ahead and just get it. So it's a bunch of different, well, I'm trying to see. Yeah, so this is all of this section right here. I know it's hard to tell. All of this is all full, and it's folded like in half, like this is, you can see what I mean. It's like there's this piece, and that one, so it's like folded in half. So there's a lot of it that is not cut after I got to looking at it, but this section was cut out from whoever used it and donated it to Goodwill. So I mean, it's not like it's the most expensive thing ever, for sure, but normally when you find things for 99 cents or whatever, it's just kind of sometimes a little bit different to want to pay $5 for it. But again, it's purple, so I did. But it's so cool. Look at that selvage edge on there. It's almost like fur. Isn't that cool? I love that. So you're definitely going to be seeing me using that in some crafting. So then I went, oh, I have some more glassware. I forgot. I have a couple more things I found in the plates, or the glass section. So this was 99 cents, or $1.99, excuse me. It says in the back, something's France. I can't read it. It's got the little blue, it's probably going to be hard to tell in the light, but there's that little blue mark there. And this says France in the bottom, but I don't know what the top says. But this is a gorgeous plate. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's almost like a lavendery pink kind of a color with the flowers and a soft kind of pale yellow. And then the edge has some gold on it. This is the kind of stuff I like to use in my craft room when I display, like, some of the handmade flowers I make, or some of my little blingy bits or things like that. I love decorating my craft room with this kind of stuff, which also serves as storage or organization for me. Here's another one. This one I love a lot. I know somebody, yeah, it says on here 1989, somebody made this. So this one is an old, like, vintage antique like this one is. This was done in 1989, and but I have another plate that a friend of mine, her grandmother, she had her own kiln and everything, and she gave me one of her plates, and it's absolutely beautiful. Not everything I have has to be vintage. It just has to be what I like and love, and that's what that was. Plus I knew her, so it meant a lot. And she's passed away, so, but it reminded me of this one, of the one she made for me, which is why I wanted to grab this one, especially, even though it's purple, if I'm trying to spit out there. But isn't that pretty, you guys? I just love that. That is so pretty. So this is something, I mean, I'm not going to hang it on that ribbon that came with it, but this is something I will display, like, probably on my wall or on top of one of my hutches or something like that. I won't put this flat on the table because it's, really more like a decorative plate versus one that's kind of dipped in where you can set things on it, if that makes any sense. So there's that for the fragile. Let me get this over to the side so I don't break it. And then I walked over to the clothing area. Again, some of the clothing, the tops and stuff, it was, I didn't want to pay $5, $8, $10 for something that I was just going to cut up when there wasn't a whole lot of lace or really pretty material on it, because it was, meant for somebody to wear. If I was going to wear it, yeah, I'm sure I'd pay that price, but I want to cut it up. I don't really want to do that because I know I can probably get it cheaper elsewhere or something like it. So this was $4.99. This is actually really cute. I wish I could wear this, but you know, I'm not like a 5-year-old girl, so I can't. But it's really, really cute though. I mean, I'm assuming it's a little girl's thing. It says Ocean Breeze is the company. It says large. You know, it's like a tube toppy type of a thing on top and then the bottom. This is really, really pretty. But look at this pretty fabric though, as far as like using it for, you know, a crafting project, or even maybe draping around Scarlet, my mannequin, my dress form, and my crafter. I don't know, we'll see. That's the bottom of it, and then here's the stretchy tube top part. So really, really cool. I actually have a really fun idea for this stretchy part, so I will share that when I get to that project. So look for that coming up sometime this summer. There's that. And then I found this dress. This was $4.99 as well. I mean, it's kind of a shame to cut these up, I think, you know, because they're really, if this would fit me, I would wear this if I was a size. I am not a medium in any galaxy, so I could not wear this, but it's really, really pretty. I mean, there was a time, and I will get back there, you will see, because I've already started that kind of weight loss journey for myself, so pretty happy about it. But this is really pretty. Look at this on the top. Very, very pretty. And here's the thing, this is like a really pretty kind of sheer over top of this, over top of the lilac part of the dress, and then here's the under part of the kind of sundress. It's like this polyester, but it's like a lilac lavender. So it's like you're really getting two, you know, fabrics in one when you want to cut this apart. But it's so pretty. I mean, oh, I can't tell you guys, ladies. This right here encompasses my most favorite shades of purple. I like all of it because I love all purple, but my most favorite shades from that, it's this. It's the lilacs, the lavender, even the hint of that kind of green in there. I like that pop of green that's in there, that kind of darker sagey green. That was kind of our wedding. Matter of fact, this is actually perfect visual example to share with you what my wedding colors were, to be honest with you. This is actually right here. Very, very pretty. So I love that. I really wish I could wear that, but it's way too small for me. And then, oh, here's another plate. Forgot about this one. This one does not have any markings on the back, so I'm sure it's probably just like a little, you know, little trinket dish, maybe from like Target or something. I have no idea. I don't think it's like super old, but you know, what do I know about that? I'm just guessing since there's no markings on the back, but I'm trying to get the label off so you can kind of see the middle. I thought that was really pretty, and it's a nice soft kind of a blue. So not everything I want my craft room has to be purple. Most of it, but not everything, because I do like to put, you know, mix some different colors in. But I will probably put some purple stuff on this blue plate. So it kind of makes sense in my room, I guess. Alright, so that's it for Goodwill. Oh no, that's not true. I got one more thing. Let me bring this over here. So this baby, I debated on whether I wanted to grab this or not because of thinking, because I thought I had enough stuff that I could get it into my suitcase, but I can't even tell you. I mean, this feels like this thing weighs probably 20 pounds. I'm not even joking. It's very, very heavy. They triple bagged it for me. And, you know, my suitcase can only be 50 pounds or else I get charged more for it. And so this is going to be one of the things I'm going to be shipping home in a flat rate box because it doesn't matter. If it fits, it ships, they say. So this was only $3.99, and this is the home. It says the Home Book of Quotations, Stevenson on the side. Now, normally I don't go searching for, now I love old books. You know that I love them. I've hauled quite a few really, really cool vintage books, mostly from Michelle's Red Cottage on Etsy. Michelle's the owner of that shop because she has great pricing with shipping, and, you know, and I love her variety. So if I see them, I'll grab them, of course, you know, garage sales, Goodwill, whatever. But I wasn't, I kind of wanted to make kind of a loop through to see if there's any old magazines or anything in there. And this is really the only kind of old cool book that I saw, except for Bible, and I don't take apart Bibles. Me personally, I just don't do that. That's not me throwing shade at anybody who does. Please don't think that. I'm just saying for me, I don't take apart Bibles and stuff. But it has this really, really cool, you can see the kind of embossing on there. See how thick this book is? It's huge. It's so heavy. Let me see what the date is on this. It says for reference, not to be taken from this room. Well, sorry, I did. So this is from Briggs Junior High School Library, Springfield, Oregon, which makes sense because I'm in Springfield right now. Let's see here. 1964, Dodd Mead and Company, New York, 1964. So it's the Home Book of Quotations, Classical and Modern. I really wish I had my tabletop set up. I might do a better flip through when I get home because it's kind of hard for me to do it at this angle. But I'm just going to randomly open up a page and you can kind of see you know, I'll hold it up here if you want to kind of look at it for a second or pause the video, whatever. But this is the kind of content that's in here. And this is really cool because you can use this, you can collage this, you can put it on canvases, wood things, frames, cards, tags, you know, ephemera, obviously all kinds of different ephemera you can make. Use it for your junk journals, make your different signatures and all your different tuck spots, your little spots for tags and things to go in, stuff like that. I just love this kind of thing. And these are great because you can tea dye this stuff if you want, coffee dye it, avocado dye it, all kinds of really cool things. And the pages are really thin, you know, like an old dictionary or like the Bible, really thin pages. And there is a lot in here, ladies. There are, let's see, how many pages? There's over, let's see, in this book, not counting like the cover sheets and stuff, they stopped listing it at 2817, so 2,817 pages as far as with text. And this is the back of the book, so you can see the different definitions and things like that. So I picked it up, but I put it back. Like I said, I thought, oh, there's no way I can get that, because at that time I didn't have enough stuff to warrant sending something home, a box. And then I was like, well, I walked away, and you know, there was really nobody in the books or anything, because if I would have saw a lot of people over there, I probably would have put in my cart until I decided, because that's what I do. And I went back over there and I grabbed it, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get this because I will kick myself later if I didn't, because that is a lot of pages. Now Abby's not going to hog this for herself. As you ladies know, I'm always adding things to my different for future giveaways. I do it for friend mail, racks, things of that nature, crafting it forward. So to kind of keep my supply up to be able to do that kind of stuff, I buy these kinds of things. So, and I think nope, that's not even the last thing. Oh my goodness, where am I at? Almost 36 minutes. Sorry ladies, I gabbed so much at the beginning, but hopefully you won't mind. So this is Dollar Tree. These are the only things I wanted to share from there. And when I went back there the other day, because I had to go get some packing tape and bubble wrap and stuff. But look at these huge gift bags. And I like the fact that they're on this kind of craft look. Really, really beautiful butterflies. So these are going to be used for some different craft projects as well. So now, the best part of this haul, I am so excited about this. Let me grab it. There's a couple things here on the floor. So this is actually something Emily, my future daughter-in-law, where she actually had this in the garbage, like in the recycling box, and I was like, can I have this? And she's like, yeah, sure. She was throwing this away. Look at this. Look at this. It says George L. Good, Berkeley. This is a vintage wood hanger. Of course, she's 20, so is she 20, 21? No, she's 21 now. You know, she's probably not going to think this is anything cool to collect, you know, because she's young. I mean, I liked old stuff when I was her age, but, you know, it's not like her style or anything. So I took it out of the recycle bin. I couldn't believe it. This is so cool. It's got wood, and it's got the metal on here, like to hold down the pants or whatever was on here. I'm so excited to have this because I'm going to be altering this and using it in my craft room. So very cool. So the last few things I have, these are some items from that one antique store that I told you I went to. So I'm going to get them out of the bag. And again, these are kind of hard for me to share because I don't have my tabletop view. So I might, when I get home, I'll probably do I'll do another video kind of showing some of this stuff up close, because I think it's just easier for me when it's like this and I can hold it up and whatever. So these are just a bunch of different postcards and things, and these were no more than 99 cents a piece. So I wanted to kind of grab them. So if you see a price on it, that's not what I paid. And I really wish they wouldn't do that. You see how they wrote $2 on there? I wish they would not write on these the price, even though it's in pencil. I don't understand why they do that. I mean, they put a protective sleeve over it, put it on the sleeve. I don't know. That kind of bugs me because I don't like that. I go erase it when I'm, you know, when I get it home. But anyway, so this one is from Buffalo, New York in April 1909 for this one. So very cool. I'll just hold it up like that. There you go. And this one says Happy Easter on it. So these are great to use. I like to add this stuff to my different, mostly my junk journal books and things like that. I love using them in those kinds of things, or canvases and stuff. So this one's a Valentine's themed postcard. It's not dated because it's not used, but it says To My Valentine. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell, but it's textured. It's hard for me to see this angle, but it's textured on the back there and really pretty. It's almost like it's got some foiling kind of, so very pretty. This one is Sincere Birthday Wishes. I loved the colors on this. It's just so nice and bright. I like it. The bright pinks and the feathers, because I love feather things. And there's some writing on the back of this one. Again, they wrote the price. This one's November 28th, 1912. Just a real simple salutation on there, so really, really pretty. This one's gorgeous, and I can tell, I'm sure you can tell why I grabbed this one too. The beautiful purple. This one does have, and they wrote the price on this one too. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, Abby, you've said that enough. This one is 1909, but I cannot tell where it's from because it's faded. But this is from a gentleman. He wrote, "Dear sister, Frank left this AM for Juliet. From there he will start for something on the 15th. We are well and hope you are all the same." It was, I can't tell what it was. "I wish we had money to come out there. I will write again. Something. Oh, give our best to you all. Goodbye from your sister and brother and Sam something." So really, really cool. I'll hold it up there for a moment, so if you want to pause the video and try to read it yourself, you certainly can do that. There you go. So that's just so cool. I love that. So these types of things, when they have, just to kind of give you a little bit of a tip or what I do type of a thing. So like for example, this Valentine's card has absolutely nothing written on it, right? So I would not feel bad about sticking this down or having this adhered where it's down because there's nothing on the back side. Even though that's really cool, there's nothing on the back side. So things like this, I use these as tip-ins, or you know, as kind of like a, you know, kind of like something you put in like one of your pockets or something like that. So that's what I like to use with these for, so you can still see this side and the other side. So, and if you have any questions on what tip-ins and signatures and things like that are, comment below and let me know. And when I get back home and get back, you know, settle back in my craft room and stuff, it's already actually on my plate, on my YouTube video kind of idea planner thing I have to kind of talk about that stuff, but I can certainly move it up the list if people are wanting to know. So here's another Easter one. This is really beautiful. So look at that. Really, really pretty. And there's some writing on the back of this one as well. This is, oh, it says Oregon, Detroit, Oregon. And I've gone camping there as a kid. This is from March 18th, 1913. So there's that. Some of the cursive is hard for me to read, but there's that one. This one's Birthday Greetings, and look at that beautiful texture on that one, and the gloss and kind of the foiling. This is really, really pretty. This also has some writing on the back of this one. So this would be used for a tip-in or in a project where you can see the front and back. I didn't grab a lot of the photos because they were, I think he was pretty pricey on the photos, but this one I paid $1 for. Which was fine for me because I just thought this was so cool looking. I mean, look at that. I'll hold it up here for a second so you can pause it and look at it if you want to. But look at the lace curtains on the walls, their dresses, the little tiny baby they're holding. I mean, just everything. The photos on the wall, the furniture, the rugs. I mean, it's just awesome. And like, what were they thinking when this photo was taken? Like, what was that mama thinking when she was looking down at that little precious baby? And I'm guessing maybe the father in the back. I mean, I have no idea. I'm just guessing, of course. But that is just so cool. So cool. Man, I wish I had like a time capsule where I could go back, you know, not necessarily have them notice me there, but just kind of like be invisible or whatever. You know, kind of like from A Christmas Carol when Scrooge goes back to his past, but they don't see him, but he can see everything. That's what I mean. I would love to do that because I think it'd be so cool to kind of just look at everything there. This is a really, really gorgeous one. This, let's see, A Loving Thought. That is just beautiful. Look at the graphic on that. Isn't that pretty? So, so pretty. This one is dated, I can't tell. It's worn off. But there's the back side. Really, really cool, right? This one I got because you can tell it's purple. And it's a really cool graphic. I mean, that is some deep embossing on that. Look at that. That is very raised. That is so cool. So this is really, really cool. I'll probably just like display this or put it in one of my vintage metal frogs or something, so it's just kind of sticking up, because that's really, really cool. So Happy New Year. It says a Happy New Year 1908. It just still blows me away that I'm holding something in my hand that was sent to somebody in 1908. It says from Elta, Miss Marion Perry, something, Hickory Street City, December 31st. So there's the back side. So just a really simple message, because the front says Happy New Year. So that is so cool. This is a gorgeous one here. This one is Best Birthday Wishes, and I love that purple bow, but the image is really pretty. And this does have some gold foiling. I can feel it. It's got a lot of nice texture on it, so really, really pretty. Let's see. No date or anything on the back. They just wrote their name, it looks like. But look at the texture even on the back side. Isn't that cool? I just love it. And then we're getting down to the last couple. This is actually, this says it's a postcard, but I'm going to pull this out because, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Michelle, you're going to flip because you're such a pink vintage girl like me, minus the pink on purple. But this says Sincere Regards, and it's got the little, you know, string putting it together. And on the back side, it is an actual postcard. But this is the front, and look at that embossing on there. The texture, so cool. I didn't take out the packaging when I was there, but I had suspected this opened up because of this right here. So we're going to see this together for the first time. What's it say? In sending you a little card, my wish is to impart, be yours the brightest gifts of life, health, and a happy heart. How cute. Oh, and there, oh, look it. And somebody actually wrote inside there. Look at that cool piece of ephemera right there. So to B.J. Ramsire from Elizabeth Baumgartman, a happy birthday, February 26, 1912. That is so cool, you guys. Check that out. So cool. I love it. And then there's the back of it. And then there's the postcard. So isn't that really cool? I mean, I wonder if she put this like in an envelope or something to protect it, so it in the mail it didn't get ripped and torn, because it looks like it's pretty good condition to me. So there's that one. I'll put that back in when I'm done. And this is a photo I grabbed. Again, some of the photos, well, it's a postcard, but it's a female on it. I just thought this was really pretty. I don't know how old this one is. Let's see. It's actually in a different language. French, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'll hold it up there. I have no idea. I'm guessing it looks like French, but I don't know. So there's that on the back side. And this is the front. There's like stickles on there. I mean, it's not really stickles, but you know what I'm saying. It looks like stickles. Isn't that cool? And her dress, and it's purple. So pretty. Love it, love it. And then the last thing as far as this, oh, there's another one hiding over here. There's two more. Let me show you these first. So this is another one that's really, really embossed. I mean, seriously, check that out. The dimension on that postcard. And you hear that, all that texture, and you see it? Isn't that like the coolest thing? So cool. And on the back, it's not written on except for the price. There you go. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is actually fabric. Those flowers, that's satin fabric. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I thought that was just colored paper or whatever. Isn't that pretty? I've never seen a postcard, vintage, or new, that has fabric on it like that for the flowers. That is so cool. It says hearty congratulations on the bottom. I'm not sure if you could see that. And then here's another Easter one. Even though it's past Easter, like I said, it doesn't matter. I look for stuff for no matter what the holiday is or time of the year. Really pretty. Some purple on there. I love that. And this one, oh, look at that. I love it when they say the postcard in that kind of a script and the stamps on it. Very cool. And let's see. I didn't pay $2 for this, by the way. It says, I can't read it. It's 19, looks like it says 1900 something on that stamp. From Aunt something to her sweetheart something. I can't read it. I don't know. I can't read that handwriting. But there it is. Isn't that cool? So very cool. So that's it for postcards and photos and stuff. This I bought. It says Evangeline book, $18.99. So I bought this because I think it's really cool. This is my first time taking out the packaging. So there's that. So this is probably much like the dictionary or that book I showed you, from Goodwill. I'm gonna do a proper flip through of these when I'm back on my tabletop view, because I don't know, I feel like I need to give these a bit more time than what I'm gonna do, because especially if you appreciate old vintage things like I do, then I can have that kind of separate video. But I mean, somebody's colored in there or drew in their little kid or something, but you know, it's all part of the charm. So this is so cool. So very cool. It says 10-cent classic on the back. There's that, and then here's the front. Very, very pretty. And then also open up to random page, you can kind of look at it. Very cool. I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. And then I came across some buttons, or not buttons, beads and stuff that I probably should have taken some video or photos of that place. It's massive, and there's just a ton of great stuff. But all of these bags of beads, I only paid $1 a piece. Some of these, like this little one was marked at $3 originally, and I got this for $1. These are heavy, very heavy. I don't know what they're made of or whatever, but these are all vintage. This one says vintage, oh, glass, Dobby. It says vintage faux pearl glass. So I don't know what year these are from, but these are glass beads. So very, very pretty. I love that kind of color. This one was $1, originally $4, and it says vintage faux pearls. And I love the colors. I mean, they literally had probably 100+ bags like this marked down to $1. Now, if Abby was home and this was in Florida, I would have grabbed much more than the 4 bags that I did, trust me. But, you know, I don't want to be too crazy and have too many boxes to send home. So I try to be good. These just say white plastic. Originally $3, and I got them for $1. So I don't know if these are old or not, but I thought they were kind of unique looking. I like the pattern on them. So and these feel very light. They almost feel like styrofoam or something. It's kind of cool. And then lastly, this is Japan 4-strand clasp necklace, and the clasp is inside. Originally $4, and I only paid $1. So you can see some of the necklace bits in there. See that on the bottom? This is from Japan, strand of, I'm sure it's not real pearls, or else they probably would have had more than $1 on it, I'm sure. But, you know, nonetheless, it's really cool. I wish I knew what year, but very cool, right? So there's that. And then this is something I almost didn't see. And they had these all kind of strung on a piece of really cool barnwood. These are actually, they called them pocket watches, is what the sign things, or the things said. But then the purple cameo thing is what caught my eye. So this is like on a necklace. So a lady would have worn this. Trying to get it on my hand here flat so you can see it. Look at how pretty that is. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I just love it. And then it opens up, and then there's a watch, or yeah, you know, a little clock inside. There's just nothing on this side, but just a little clock over there. See? And I remember I've seen in some of my classic movies I like. I don't know what, you know, era or whatever, but like the early 1900s or whatever, the Victorian area, where you would see them wearing these, and they would pick it up and look at it to see what time it was, and they'd be going about their business. But that is just so cool, right? So that's probably going to hang on Scarlet when I get back home. And then my final 2 things that I am so excited about, so very excited about. Well, the last one mostly. This one I'm excited too, but the last item is like the bomb diggity for me. So in the front part of that store, this is probably the biggest collection of actual true vintage clothing. I'm talking hats, gloves, everything, bras, slips, shoes. I could not believe it. There's so much in there, and it was pretty reasonable price, to be honest with you. I'll probably go back in there and get a couple of things I saw, because there, I couldn't believe it, how cheap I mean, to me, how inexpensively priced the items were compared to what I've seen elsewhere. So this is a slip. This is from the 50s. I think that the tag said, the tag said all the information, and then he took it off because it was on with a pin, because I think there were like different vendors or something in there. So you had to keep that to put it so they would know what they sold or whatever. So I don't have all of, you know, like the actual full tag, but I know it said the 50s on this skirt, or excuse me, slip. I keep saying skirt. I showed this stuff to my girl, Michelle, so I think I called it a skirt to her, and she's like, isn't that a slip? And I'm like, yeah, you're right, I knew that. So very pretty. So that'll be nice to have in my stash. So here it is, ladies. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about this. I'm so excited about this. I'm trying to figure out the the best way. What if, well, I'll just do it like this. I was going to stand up with it, but I don't know. It's kind of a lot of cluttery stuff behind me. So, look at this. This is from the 1940s. This is, what the tag say, 1940s. Can't remember if it said prom dress or bridesmaid. I can't remember what kind of, what it was from. Doesn't matter. But it was from 1940s, it said. And here's the straps. It has that beautiful brocade. Oh my gosh. I am in love with this, you guys. This is going to go on scarlet. That's what I've decided. So this is so pretty, and it has kind of that boning in here, kind of like for the corset. See how it's kind of stiff right there? They have that all through there. And then this is the top. I'm trying to show you proper, because again, I wish I had my tabletop view, but there you go. And then I'm going to kind of hold it up, and you can kind of see what this looks like. This is so beautiful. I am just in love with this. And then this is on the inside. I'll show you the inside. Down here in the bottom, it even has the lavender, kind of, I know what this is called from wedding dresses. It's slipping my mind. I know what it is though. I just can't remember off the top of my head because I have a ton of this from the wedding dresses I've hauled. But this is so pretty. It's in lavender, you guys. I'm so excited. I love it. And there's the inside. And I'm going to show you the inside where the size is. It's got this really nice zipper down the back. And here, I'll let you see this. So it's from, what's that say? Lori Deb, San Francisco, size 7. And it just has like the manufacturer's tag on there. So isn't that just the coolest thing ever? And this is what I was talking about. Those like structure, whatever, bits in there. So isn't that just amazing? I am in love with this. I'm so excited that I finally found, purple, lavender, whatever, lilac-y piece of vintage clothing that wasn't like over $100. I didn't even pay $40 for this, to be honest with you. And that's with no sales tax, because I find a lot of these things like on eBay or whatever, and I just don't want to pay that much money for them. I'm all about the deal. I could pay it, but I don't want to. I'm all about trying to save in kind of the deal there. So look at this beautiful bow in the front. I just love this. So you'll see a proper photo of this whenever it's on Scarlet when I get back home. So this is all the stuff that I've hauled, and I know this video is like almost an hour. Oh my gosh. But I just had a lot to share with you ladies. I guess you can kind of skip forward if it's too long or whatever. But I just wanted to share this with you. I am just in heaven with all of my purple treasures that I found. I tell you, it's like a moth to the flame. I am just so obsessed. I mean, I'm sitting here smiling like, I don't know. I don't want to say the word fool. My mom always told me never say the word fool or something. Never call people a fool, but like a schoolgirl, I'll just say that. I'm sitting here smiling, looking at all of this purple and lavender. I mean, all the stuff around me. This makes me so happy. It's truly an obsession. I know it's a sickness probably, but it's a sickness I'm willing to have in my life. So anyway, I just want to share this with you ladies before I get everything packed up and ready to send back home and all that good stuff. So when I get back home and settled, because I have some other books and things that I really want to spend more time kind of doing some flip throughs of some of my vintage books and different things, because I've had a lot of you ladies comment, some privately, some email me saying, gosh, I'd really love to see more about that book you shared from, my vintage book haul, whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is I won't do just one video because that'd be like 12 hours long, and I can't talk that long because of my face. I can talk that long, but my face won't like it. So I'll probably just do like maybe a playlist of just like some flip throughs of some vintage books and things like that. So that'll be a new playlist. I typically don't announce them before I make them, but I'm going to be making that. I can make that from here. Just real easy because I brought my laptop, but I won't have any content probably until I get home, because I want the tabletop view because it's much easier to see the pages and stuff. So that's it, everybody. So oh, don't forget, if you know what this was sewn together for, I mean, torn into strips and sewn end to end to end, I am curious, or even if you don't know, would you just have a guess or something? I'm curious, because when I look at this, I think that this is somebody making this to escape out of a room, and they're throwing it down to climb down on, which I know they didn't, because this wouldn't hold anything, but that's what I thought of, like Rapunzel, but fabric, not her hair. So who knows? Anyway, I will see you ladies soon. Thank you for all of the super sweet comments about my grandson Kyron. He's just a doll. I absolutely love him. I just love that little boy. My friends that are grandparents already, they always told me, you know, it's a different kind of a love when you meet your grandchild, because you obviously, when you have your children, there's such a deep love for them. And in my mind, I can't imagine. Now, I love my husband, obviously, but it's a little bit different love when it's your children. It's like, I love my kids more than like anything on this planet. And then it would be, you know, Steve. And then it's my grandson. I mean, oh my gosh, it's just amazing how quickly you can fall in love with another human like that. He's just precious, and he reminds me so much of Trey when he was little. He's not as dark skinned as Trey, and his hair is not curly and dark like Trey's, but like his long feet and his long fingers and his facial expressions. He definitely has Trey's nose and his face, you know, some of his expressions on his face and stuff in the features. So it just, you know, it's been a little bit reminiscent for me as I'm holding him, looking at him, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, you know, my baby boy, who's 22 almost, is, you know, I'm looking at his baby boy. It's just really cool. So anyway, I appreciate all the sweet comments and everything from all you ladies. I really do appreciate all of you, and I probably should look at you so you know that I'm, you know, I mean, while you can't see my face, I'm being sincere. I hope you know that. But you know, I'm trying to get a little bit better about being in front of the camera, not quite so nervous and stuff, because I'm used to being just my hands showing for you guys. So anyway, I think that's it. I thought about doing just kind of a, I don't know, maybe like a quick little, not in this video because it's already quite long, but just kind of a little quick overlook of like where I'm staying. It's really cool in here. And when I said clutter earlier, that was not a dig or anything like that. My mother-in-law knows, and it's just because this room is used for a lot of different purposes. This is like an apartment. Well, it's attached to the house, okay? Like the main house is over through that door, but there's a full bathroom. There's a bedroom over here where I'm staying when I stay here. There's a full kitchen over here. This is like the dining room, the kitchen table or dining room table, whatever. And then behind me is like an actual full-on living room type of thing. So I know, do you call this like a mother-in-law suite or something? I'm not sure. But for me, it's a daughter-in-law suite because I'm staying here. But it's used for a lot of things because we have, my husband's side of the family has a lot of, you know, he's got 4 brothers. There's so many nieces and nephews and stuff. And so there's like some kid things in here, and, you know, they have other family that comes and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a multi-purpose area, really. So it's like, that's what I mean by that. Not cluttery, like she's not clean or it's garbage. That's not what I mean. Like over here on this wall, it's just like a bunch of different little kid toys and things like that. So you know, it's really cool in here. She's got some pretty cool vintage furniture and pieces over in the China hutch over there, and it's just nice because you can kind of look around and see all the photos of the family and stuff. So, you know, I'm not real comfortable showing photos of my nieces and nephews because they're not my children, so I don't want to show other people's kids, except for my grandson, of course, because that's my grandbaby, and I got permission. My son's like, they don't care. They were fine with that. But so maybe I'll just maybe take like photos or something. I don't know what I'll do. If you're even interested in that, you may not even care. I don't know. So I guess that's it. I'm just kind of rambling. So I will see you ladies soon. I gotta get back over and hug and love on that grandbaby. So happy scrapping, happy planning, and happy crafting. And I'm gonna sit here and just kind of stare at my purple stuff when I turn off the camera. I'm not gonna lie, it's what I do. I sit here sometimes and I just stare and I smile. It just makes me happy because I love it. So I will see you ladies soon. Bye.